Yeah, man. Man, what's going on, world, man? Y'all know what it is, man. Man, we here with Bobby Hills, man. B Hills, bro. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you letting me on here and stuff, man. It's an honor.
Say, bro. Hey, it's really an honor, man, to be able to run it with you and chop it up with you. I want to say this first and foremost, man. Hey, I think what you're doing is genius, bro. I'm gonna say that first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like, I have opportunity to check out the B Hills lives. Like I know we all artists, so we all be busy. Everybody got a lot going on. So man, whenever I get a chance to check you like live, going live, it's always a blessing, bro. I want to say that first and foremost.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
So okay, first off, bring us in, man. I know we got B Hills live, and then we have is it quality sound?
Well, not quality music management. Basically, like it's just like I basically just because that's how I met Worldwide Collaborations. Like, because I'm from Houston, and I came up here about a year ago to St. Louis because I was just like, man, I just gotta get away from everything. I'm gonna just try to, get right, and shit like that. So I came out here to St. Louis, and whenever I came out here, I just looked up like management company, and then I met Young Tizzy, and then he's the one who introduced me to Worldwide Collaborations and all this other and everything else, because I remember like because I just started making music again about a year ago, about a year and a half ago. Like I made music when all through being a teenager and shit. You know what I mean? But then I went through whenever I was like 20 something, where it's just like, early 20s. I was like had kids, and I was like, man, I gotta stop chasing this fantasy type shit. You know what I mean? But then I just got over time. You know what I mean? It was something I couldn't shake. You know what I mean? So I just started doing it again, and I came out here to St. Louis to really do it because in Houston, I feel like it's hard to really blow up where you're from and stuff because everybody wants to keep you and hold you down to like who you used to be. You know what I mean? Instead of letting you grow, and you know what I mean, they want to keep you as that caterpillar and shit. So I think come out here to St. Louis was a good for that because you know what I mean. It was like a fresh start, and I had so many doors open, and there's so many talented artists out here in St. Louis too. You know what I mean? Like for sure.
So okay, you in St. Louis. Now I'm thinking, boy, if I ain't mistaken, my partner Lit Cooter, he might not be in. So I think it's a guy named Lit Cooter. I really want him to get with you too. He decent. But peep this. Okay, so you from the H, you from the H town. You from what north side or south side? Where you from?
From the north side, I'm from Greenspoint, over off Greenspoint.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, like
see,
no and shit.
my older partner, he from that north side. He from like Trinity Garden, Curry Road type
Oh
area
yeah,
over that
that's
way. So we ain't gonna just get into this type situation, but as far as like with the tempo there, especially in the north side, with the rap a lot, you know what I'm saying, family and things of that nature. Like starting off as a musician, like how do you kind of get into the music game in H-Town? It's a little bit slower where I'm from, so it's like, man, we can pass our CDs, we can do whatever it is. It's not really like a checking in type situation when it comes to like getting
yeah.
started with muscle. So how was it with you, and what started you with music, man, with rap?
Well, like I started making music just cause like whenever I always had a love for music and shit because like whenever I was younger and shit, my dad would always keep me in because it was like dangerous where we lived and shit. So I would just listen to music all the time. It was like, you know what I mean, and I started writing music and shit like that. But as far as like getting into the rap game in Houston, it's like, you know what I mean, like I didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
the thing is it's popping out there, but it's popping on such a bigger level. Like St. Louis, like people are more down to earth. You know what I mean? It's not as blown up. Like you know what I mean? Jay Prince on some big, like you know what I mean? Where like these
Yeah,
people, like Houston, they got gated neighborhoods. You can't. The people
yeah,
aren't approachable. You know what I mean? Like you can't
yeah,
just walk over to people. Like out here, people more. You know what I mean? Down to earth more. You know what I mean? So it's because the industry's not as blown up out here. You know what I mean? Like it is. You got Sexy Red. You got like Nelly. There's a bunch of artists. You know what I mean? But it's not like how Houston is. You know what I mean? Like Houston, like I'd say Houston's a hard city to blow up in. Like
yeah.
for real.
It's,
Unless
hey, I'm gonna tell you too. It's kind of to cut you off, but it's kind of like a gatekeeper thing and a politic thing. And like you said, man, Houston's so big, like you said, like because you really ain't got it. If you already in Houston, you ain't got to leave Houston. You can get you $1 million there. You know know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're trying to break through that door and then trying to, you know what I'm saying, get access, man, because you got so many people that stand in front of the gate that's not going to let certain people in, man. I want to say this too. Big shout out to Worldwide Collaboration fam, man. Chris Lee Chain and my trio. If it wasn't for the Worldwide Collaboration fam, I wouldn't never had the opportunity to lock in with B Hills. And man, we got Crossroads coming, man. 4/18 is the date, right?
Yeah, April 18th, Crossroad Bounce. It's like because it's my first like real album. Like I got an EP, Heartbreaks and Misery, but that's just like 6 songs. Like this one's got like 14 tracks on it and shit, and like it's just basically like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much like my life's work, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like a lot, like some of the songs, like I had made before, and I pulled them. You know what I mean? Because like I didn't make them properly. Like I made them on BandLab or on my phone or something. So like I wanted to make sure everything's just pure quality in the studio, real mic type shit. You know what I mean? So some of the songs are songs that like, you know what I mean? Like I made like year and a half ago, you know what I mean, 2 years ago and shit, you know what I mean. Before I even put out my last album, I had made some of these songs, you know what I mean. But I just pulled them back and then just remade them and just really like took my time with it, you know what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna care with you, bro. Like, man, you got some Marshall Mather type. See, you got some decent stuff, bro. And just for you to be able to set your platform up to give independent artists and underground musicians an opportunity to come and get themselves heard. Now that right there, I got to give you a major salute on, because like I said, and to anybody who get a chance to check this out on the playback, man, y'all make sure that y'all email y'all tracks to Be Hills Live. Make sure that y'all lock in with him, man. He's definitely playing the music. And then like I said, your marketing scheme, oh man, by far impressive, because you are going to make sure you play your music. And that's
Hey,
I'm a finesser. Look, I'm a finesser as well. And every time I'm listening, I'm like, hell yeah, he play. I said he supposed to. I'm in the car, I'm like, hell yeah, you supposed to. While you waiting on more music to play. And then once the live get jumping, if 10, 15, 20 people in there, fuck that, man. Hey man, you know, game recognize game, man. That's why, you know, I've been meaning to lock in with you for a minute. So it's not just music, it's not just helping to break unsigned artists, but B Hills is also doing interviews as well and graphics as well. What all do you do?
I do everything. Like I be doing everything myself. Like even with my music, you know what I mean. Cause like, and it's not like I just work best by myself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I have like a vision of shit that I want. Like I'll be like, this is be like the vision of what I want. And whenever other people like they be just doing shit they want the way that they want to do it. So like my whole vision with like B Hills Live and all that shit is like, I want to be like how the Rolling Stones was, you know what I mean? Like how the Rolling Stones was a rock band, but then they had their magazine. They were interviewing all these artists. They used their platform to put on all these artists in the 60s, 70s, you know what I mean? That's what I kind of looked at, and I was like, man, I want B Hills Live to be that. So it's like I'm an artist, and then because it, like you said, it is the perfect marketing, because it's like people, you know what I mean? They go and then they end up finding out about me. You know what I mean? Like they might not know about artists, but then all of a sudden they're like, they hear my music and they're like, damn, you know what I mean? It's dope. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like,
it's really dope. He really dope. That's why I tell every time that I do get a chance to check out your live, you know, I try to tag a few Louisiana artists that I work with. And I also try to let them know as well, bro, like lock in with them. Like we all are busy, so it's harder to like build that relationship inside the foundation. But like me and you, like we've locked in. Now we're locked in. We've actually got a chance to run it. But it's like, bro, like, don't just sing your song to him. Go check out his music. Y'all might be able to put something together and be able to get some streams and everything going. Y'all might be able to figure it out. And then the bigger thing is when we get ready to start doing shows and tours and different things like that, so that we can know who to check in with. Or when we go to St. Louis, we know, okay, we have a song. We can do this song here with him. We can do this venue. We can lock in with him. We can figure out some good food places and things of that nature. That's why I said, like, whenever everything gets up and running down here the way I want it to be, man, I love to invite you down here, bro, And man, like I said, I know for a fact you come down here, man. I got you at least about 5-10 decent features, nice studio. You can shoot you about 2-3 videos when you come. We just trying to get everything, decent and in order so that we can welcome people down. We got 2 colleges here, bro. So it's going to be a nice, once we get the entertainment flowing the way it should be, it's going to be a nice little place to come dip in, man.
That's okay.
So with Crossroads, now I'm a musician. I'm about 38. You know what I'm saying? And like spiritually, I've searched things on the internet about the Crossroads, and then me as a musician, I've come to certain crossroads in my life where it's like either way I stayed independent, I stayed 10 toes down, stayed solid, stand in the flames, like no weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? But we all come to the crossroads. So by you titling that, like, are you like at a crossroads in your life, like crossing over from like a regular life to stardom, or you crossing over like where does the crossroads come in that with your decision, with your vision?
Well, the album is called Crossroad Bound, like Crossroads Bound.
Yeah, Crossroad Bound.
Yeah, but like so, and it's basically like it could be taken in a couple ways. Like it could be taken like like everybody's bound to go to crossroads, like you go die, or like you were saying, like crossroad bound, like choices. But like I kind of like took a play off of like how like the old like blues, the people go to crossroads and they sell their soul to the devil and become a great musician.
Yeah, That's what I was thinking about, the dude that played the guitar real good. Like
Robert Johnson, he went to the crossroads and sold his soul at the crossroads, So it's kind of like being an artist. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's not necessarily like you sell your soul, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of sacrifices you gotta make being an artist. You know, like relationships. It's hard to be in a relationship with an artist. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame. You know what I mean? And same with like time. You know what I mean? All the time that you have to put into being an artist and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's a sacrifice. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like a playoff of just like being like almost like a protest of like how it's like you gotta sell your soul to be in the industry or be what I mean. So as artists, we're all crossroad bound. Like we all gotta what I mean? Because I feel like as an artist, you get to a point where you're gonna reach a level and it's gonna be like, yo, if you want to get past this little wall, then you're gonna have to sell something to get past there. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like the real elite. You know what I mean? Like I believe
you come to the crossroad, and it's best to already mentally know that the crossroad is there, so a situation doesn't come up in the future where you're presented with that crossroad, and then you have to make a compromising decision or some type of thing of that nature. As artists, we always have some bit of a crossroad because we have that power with the pen, the power with the tongue. We can choose. Man, bro, I love some of your music. I ain't gonna lie. It's a song that you got, bro. It's like something like when the drugs are done or something, bro. I checked out a lot of your music, and I will say this, bro. Like you jamming. You know what I'm saying? You jamming. I like your format. I like the way you got everything set up, man. Like I told you, I got to get out, man. Bend some corners and everything. Bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me some of your time because man, we gotta do this again. Like I'm gonna talk from the back end because it's a lot of stuff that I do want to get to know about B Hills because I see that B Hills is going some places. You heard me? Guaranteed.
Yeah. So, I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll definitely fuck them up, man. But I appreciate you having me on here. You know what I mean? Much love to Worldwide Collaborations and Christopher Lee Cheney, Trey Will, Quality Music Management, Young Tizzy, everybody over there for sure. But I appreciate you, and we'll do it right. You know what I mean? We'll set up a date and put it out so people know. Will pop up. But it was tight just sitting up here talking to you. And if you ever want to do like an in-depth interview, you know what I mean, you're more welcome to come on and I'll interview you too. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff. See, I had to get with you, bro. Like I gotta upgrade my StreamYard again. I'm using it a while back. But see, I'll be able to stream from multiple platforms when I do it. So it'll be on YouTube and I get it on my actual Ralph Hill Jr. Facebook page where I get most of the motion. But either way, I'm gonna break this down, man. Reels. When your album come out, bro, you got full-fledged push, bro. Like just you playing some of the songs that you played when man, bro, it put you it puts you up there on my list, bro. So like, man, you definitely get support from him, and we're gonna turn up, man. Crossroads Bound, April the 18th, man. Y'all make sure y'all lock in. Make sure y'all email bhillslive@gmail.com with y'all MP3s. And y'all, when y'all see him live, man, click on that live, show him some love, share it. Man, we got a lot of things in store for y'all, man. Worldwide Collaborations family, you know what I'm talking about, man. We got one time for your mind, 2 times for the grind, 3 times because of rhyme. B Hills, what else you want to leave them with before we get out of here, B Hills?
Yeah, just pretty much said it all, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. Much love, man.
All right, much love for real, bro. Glad to be able to lock in with you, man, and chop it up with you, bro. It's one thing typing and sharing and showing love, but bro, I appreciate all the love, bro. Appreciate you playing them damn songs, bro. Hey, you the motherfucking champion, bro. Hey, B Hills Live. This shit bigger than the basement. Unsigned artists. This right here is going to be one of the biggest platforms when it comes to breaking artists. Y'all got to lock in with B Hills. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Y'all know I ain't lying to you. And I think me and him might be first or second cousins. I'm Raphael. Hey, the hills have eyes, baby. Hey, the hills have eyes, baby. Look to the hills, baby. That's where it is. We out, baby.